I'm nervous again, even though I got these on so you can hear me better than ever before. But my hair is kind of being silly. Anyway. Sammy got me Bojangles this morning. I love him so much. But I'm like a little stressed out just about life, I don't know. So I decided I wanted to make a video. I've already been talking for a minute and nothing has happened. Like, my eye can twitch at the slightest fucking thing. And that about did it. Like, I don't like that. I can see the time right there. But I have a nice calming yellow light flickering on me. But I just wanted to make a video to discuss some things. First things first, I was going to show you what I'm reading right now. I'm reading this book. I wonder if it's going to be flipped. Anyway, this says All Fours by Miranda July. This book has got me in a chokehold. And if you watched my other video, you know how much I love Miranda July. This book, yeah. Yes. There's not a whole lot I can say about it without, well, there is, but it's really taken me back to classic Miranda July. My favorite book is that collection of short stories that, you know, I feel like that book was like smut before everyone knew what smut was. And this book is smutty in such a perfect way. And I'm only about halfway through, so I don't know what's going to transpire. But I'm invested. I need to know what's going to transpire. Oh my God. I have another book that I'm reading. This is called, and I'm reading both at the same time, don't come for me, but I'm ADHD, I need, you know, it's hard for me, okay, so just bear with me, but I'm only about this much through. I'm on chapter 9. This is called The New Life, a novel by Tom Crew, and this book also, I'm obviously not reading it as quickly as my Miranda July book, but Sam bought me this book a few years ago. I believe Sam bought it for me. Probably close to the time when it came out, which this was published in, you know, maybe, let's look, 2023. I just lost my page. Well, I can find it. The first chapter of this book is pure smut. But I start to get the feeling that there's a meaningful story behind this. And if you haven't heard of this book, I encourage you to look it up. It is a queer type of book, so there's like gay stuff in it. And it's a historical fiction. Okay, so you start out and it's like in the 1800s, close to the 1900s, and at the beginning of the 1900s. And this is a historical book about, you know, what these men were going through, some you know, identity crises and you grappling with the terms, you know, with the fact that they might be gay and stuff like that. Love it. So that, I just wanted to show you that, what I'm reading right now. But I decided today that I would show you some things. This is stupid. Okay. My eyes twitching. But how do you transition in a video from talking about that type of stuff to like now that, like, I don't want to have to make a bunch of cuts in this video. Like, that's my other problem. Like, I'm sitting here like talking like blah 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 blah. Like, I just want to be a normal person who can talk about something without being weird about stuff. But like, not like normal. Normal, you're not normal. Well, I'm not normal. Like, what the fuck am I even doing? Like, this is stupid. My light went off. Which, I didn't take my meds today. You know. Hold on. Did that just mess up my headphones? I need to check. I don't know, bitch. I've just come to the conclusion that I need to get over myself. So I'm just gonna... What I have here... And I feel like I'm talking quiet. Like, I don't want to talk quiet. I need to, like, bring the confidence up a notch and, like, be normal. That's how I feel. Like... And, like... Just shut the fuck up. Okay. Oh, ow. I have here a tote that I've had. I'm gonna look... This is heavy, too. This is full of shit. And I think that maybe this is a common thing, but when you get addicted to, like, starting something, you're like, okay, I'm overcoming this. I've read about this some in another book that I actually started reading but haven't finished incidentally. You have a problem and you're like, I'm over it. This is the last time. This is the last time, right? And I guess my problem is that whenever that happens to me, I buy a notebook. And I'm like, this is the thing that is going to fix my personality. Like, I'm going to be normal after I write in this, or after I, for example, start junk journaling. I'm going to be fixed and I'm going to be normal. Today, I would like to walk you through some of my experiences with that. First of all, I have this, which this is field notes collab with Iron and Resin. That, yes, I paid probably too much money for this because I fell under the spell of that video that probably got recommended to a lot of you, and you scrolled past it and said, no, that's not for me. I accidentally watched that video about the guy who basically his flavor of autism was field notes, and let me just show you. So I put this in here because it's designed to hold your field notes. It's designed to be used and to hold your field notes. So this was in December of 2024, probably like a year and a half ago. I put this in here I was like, okay, great. Like I said, I'm going to fix my life, finally. So I designed the cover. This used to say junk notes. Well, a couple of stickers fell off, you know. And I even started designing in it and putting some of my favorite collection of junk that I have accumulated. This is a spread. All of these were papers and wrappers and stuff that I collected in Japan. Just miscellaneous stuff. And then it turned into, you know, since I don't want to scroll on TikTok. Actually, I don't have TikTok on my phone or anything like that, because I don't have an iPhone or anything anymore. This turned into, let me doodle while I'm waiting or while I'm driving, you know, in the car, or riding in the car is what I kind of meant. But I really hope there's not any like personal information on here. But I'm just gonna flip through this. Some self-portraits. This is my cat. Probably some doodles. Maybe I can, some calligraphy practice. More self-portraits. See, you can tell it's a self-portrait because it has my name here, Kyle. This may or may not be a portrait of Sam. I guess that's up to your interpretation. You know, just some notes. Please don't read this. Yeah, don't read that. This is like the only Japanese character that I know how to write. Well enough to even look good. This is probably personal, so I'm not going to show that. You know, just some more practice. And I think by now you can understand that I'm probably autistic. I love writing this. This says hello, 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 hello. This word, when I write that, releases some dopamine. And I don't know why. I wish I knew why. Hello. What does that say? Dentist appointment. November 19th at 10 a.m. You know, how am I going to find that if I need to know that I have an appointment coming up? How am I going to remember that I wrote that? That's like 6 months from now. And then blank. Then I got a date book version. And I thought, wow, it's beautiful. So I started doing some stuff. What this was on, like I said, I hope there's not personal information, whatever there is. Anyway, you know, you can see started out in July, August. I'll just read you some examples. August 1st. Bills due, dread increases. Let's see. August 13th. Attacked by a bee at gas station. Okay. That's pretty much it. There was one point, August 18th. Trying KED Plasma. This was a really dark time. I went to KED Plasma on August 18th and went through the screening, everything like that. I just wanted some money. Did they give me money? No, they did not give me money. Because I went through the screening. I was in the waiting room for a long time. A long time. just for them to check my veins. They were like, you good, you good. Take me into another separate room after all that. I've done the questionnaire. I've watched the training about it, everything. Take me into a room. They're like, what prescription drugs are you taking? I'm like, you know, I take some stuff. XYZ, XYZ. No. They said no. And they said, yeah, that'll be fine. You just have to take this letter to your doctor to get their approval for you to... I should have lied. You know, I just wanted $50 or however much it was. Moving on. My heart is racing. So anyway, I'm going to show you just how many empty notebooks that I have in my possession. Maybe we can count them together. Very cute field notes. I subscribed for, I believe, a year. And they're different kinds. Look, this one's blank. And this one is lined. This one... missing one. This one is blank. This one is cubed. Is that the right word? Don't know. I feel like I'm missing one. Hold on. Wait a damn minute. Maybe I'll find a special one though. Boom. Boom. Does anyone want some of these? I mean, seriously. Okay, boom, boom. Christmas version. This was actually part of the Christmas special pack. Limited edition. Can you tell I have fear of missing out? Like no one else does? Special. No one else has this probably. Actually, they do. Special National Park version. You can buy, if you're lucky, you can buy some of these at Barnes & Noble, but they're not the same. This is the special subscriber only edition. Okay, look at this. Beautiful, gorgeous. Beautiful. Let's keep looking. I'll save this. By the way, this is my Frida Kahlo postcard. I have a couple of these. I cherish this if I ever lose this. Moving on. Cute. Cute. Empty. Empty. Keep going. Empty. Empty. Which, these are kind of funny. Practical applications. History of the sweater. Polka dot patterns. Forgotten fashions. Vinyl values. Flea market finds. This is not a field note. This is a notebook that my grandfather gave me. This says Sherwood Farms because we have a farm. Well, not we. I don't own it. He owns the farm and runs it in Nyssa, Oregon. I almost said Ohio. Anyway, he gave me this and empty mostly. I'm not going to show you what that said. Oh, here's one. This is the archival collection because once you're done filling them out, it came with a little box to archive them. All three of these are empty. Moving on. This is a Sharpie. Okay? I'm gonna move it a little faster. I guess I don't have it. This, whatever. If y'all know what that is, then great. This actually used to be used as a sketchbook. Do y'all remember when PewDiePie taught himself to draw, like anime style? Who was influenced by that? Me. What did I do? I went and bought a book, and I drew in it, and I said, I'm gonna be an artist. It's gonna be incredible. It wasn't incredible. It was incredibly embarrassing. So I ripped it out. I ripped it all out. Can you tell? I ripped it. Moving on. A lot of these are, I was into junk journaling. I collected every scrap of shit. I mean, this is actually kind of a cool souvenir, but there's other stupid shit in here somewhere. Greetings from magnificent Michigan, the Great Lakes state. Greetings. Moving on. This was fun. This is from Skytree. That was a fun time. This is a ticket for the Shinkansen, I believe. Moving on. Like, what is some of this? It's junk. It's junk. This was free. This was free at Big Camera or something. I'm getting this out. This was on the wall one day, but it's actually a 2025 calendar, so it's not relevant anymore. More artifacts from when I thought I was growing into an artist. I wasn't. It was fake. These are my ribbons. I have a lot of them. Would you like to hear it? It's a ribbon, okay? What do you do with a ribbon? You rub it, okay? Let's see. I'm a little confused. Junk. I actually am confused. I had another field note, but I don't know where it is. It's kind of confusing me. No, it's not right. I like wrote in. I'm so confused right now. Because I wanted to read some from it. I found it. I think I found it. No, I didn't. This is not it. Although this is interesting. This gotta be in here somewhere. Here's another one. This is a completed one. Wow. This isn't what I was looking for. Here's a quotation from my favorite film. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. Yeah, there we go. Just keep looking. Okay. Okay. Here's when I was tracking some IBS symptoms. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Pavlova. Yep, I don't know about that. No, it's not here. Here's a cool thing. It's empty because I ripped him out. Cool. Here's a cool thing. Sam has one of these too. What this is a scrapbook or a sketchbook of sorts. It's kind of cool in a way, I guess. I'm not artistic. I'm not creative. Like, this is embarrassing. And then, you know, just kind of gave up. And then I just started pasting random stuff in it. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool. Okay. This one actually takes the cake. This is the best one. says you're my best friend. This is the one that belongs in a museum. Moving on. Here's something else. What is this? This is the one that I purchased when I first started thinking about junk journaling. I was like, I really want a big, awesome experience. I started almost a year ago, July 6th, 2025. Time flies. Anyway, I'll just walk you through these. Here's my first one. Sam helped me. Keep checking TikTok for... Oh, see, yeah. Therefore, I'm an annoying piece of shit. Sad face. Oh, cute. 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 Oh, what's the rest of it, you ask? Empty. Here's another one. Probably the pages have been ripped out and it's empty now. That's tragic. I don't know why I haven't shown this yet. I actually bought this recently, and of all the empty notebooks I have, you'd think, oh, that's enough. That's enough, Kyle. You don't need any more. No. I paid $5.99 though for 2 ruled notebooks, journals, okay? Journals. So I can spill. This has been exhausting, if I'm being honest. I'm exhausted. Here's some more random shit before I show you the last part. You want some random shit? Here. You can have some of that if you want it. Like, you can totally have this. If you want this, you can have it. If you want these, like, they're yours. Like, you can have you can have these pencils. Like, you can pretty much have all of this stuff. Because, like, I'm pretty much good. Like, I don't probably need any more stuff. Here's something interesting. I love workbooks. So, I bought these because I like workbooks. And I think they're so fun and cute. This is a kanji workbook. And do I know the first thing about kanji? I mean, probably. I probably do know, like, the first thing, or maybe even the second thing, but I can't read this. Here's one. This is a katakana workbook. I thought, oh, that would be so cute, you know, to practice. I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna learn. I never learned. I'm a failure. Look at this. This is a hiragana one. I thought, okay, I can learn the next letter of the Japanese alphabet. I thought I can learn. Because if you will notice, the first letter. Okay, well, it's not the first one. Maybe it's like the second one. Maybe I'm looking at it wrongly. Am I? I'm confused. Let's see if we can find out. Maybe that letter. Like, even this is like kind of complicated for me. You're supposed to like fill in the blanks of the word and write the word. Oh, that's cute. And then I came back to America because I bought those in Japan. Came back to America and I said, I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn. There she is. There she is. Yes, ma'am. I actually did this page. I got a little confused. Look at this. Oh my god. I actually did this page. This is my writing. And maybe now you understand. That's the prettiest one. I did really good on that. And I thought, you know, I'm successful enough. I can write that. Therefore, I don't need to learn the rest of the alphabet because I know how to write that one. And that gives me enough dopamine to sustain. Therefore, this is untouched and empty. If someone wants this, they can have it. I only need one letter to speak Japanese. Ah. 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 And that's it. I can't find that other notebook, but whatever. If I find it in a few minutes, maybe I will add it onto this video. If not, bye. I'm exhausted. This has been exhausting. Update. I actually found it. It is in my backpack because I carried this around work. You know, since I'm kind of trying to get away from, you know, my cell phone and my iPad, I wanted to actually write some notes. And you can tell if you look at this that there are work-related notes. Order XYZ, order this item number. My password is in here. I think my locker combination is in here. Yep. But before it became that, and I have various shopping lists in here for various things. Oatmeal bread, pickled ginger, dish liquid with a star next to it because we were running out. And then there's some journal entries. Let's just read this. I'm not fucking reading that. Hungry. Why? hungry, food, cold, failing, idiotic. Sometimes I just do like a mind dump, and any word that comes to my head, I write it down. Food, hungry, write, why, play, knit, eat, sleep, cry, why, boogers, cute, why, I am idiotic, foolish. This one is weird. I'm not reading that. Before that, there were the happy days. See, I like to collect stamps. Ecky stamps. Ecky stamps. Ecky stamps. This stamp is from Takanano Baba. That's where we stayed. Harajuku. Shimakitazawa. We used to write a lot of haiku, and actually a lot of these are haiku in here. I hope that, you know, as I mature and as I learn from my mistakes and stuff, I want to write happy haiku and not depressing haiku, I guess. There was one night, or one day, Sam wasn't feeling well or something. We had been there a few days, and I went out by myself in Asakusa, and I went to this little theme park, and that was cool, I guess. Riding the sky ship alone in Asakusa. What if I forget? That was so emo. But I still remember that day. And then, wasn't I gonna show you some of this? This is a notebook too. I love this color. This is, majority of this is empty. But I have a few pages of stuff in here, as you can see. And it's just kind of like been an ongoing thing when I feel the need to write. I find it more important to make that pen make the words. Or at least make just drive the pen with my thoughts, right? And if I can't read it at the end, I think it doesn't really matter, because I haven't actually read back on any of these that much, you know, but I do know that after I write it, I feel better. For the most part, and it kind of takes something away, and then I can focus on something else. I don't know. I guess I recommend that if you are interested in keeping a journal, but you're like, it's not gonna be pretty, it's not gonna be perfect, it's gonna be ugly, my handwriting sucks. But like, that's cool. Because like, looking at this, I'm kind of like, that looks cool. Like, I have a lot of complicated emotions, and I have a lot of complicated thoughts that I need to grapple with. I feel like that's, you know, a sign of a complex individual, maybe. Or, you know, if you're capable of feeling all the feels, then, you know, that might be cool. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get off of here.